Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is July 20th, 2022. I don't know why I needed to point that out. These readings are all timeless, you know that. But somebody needed to know the date. Maybe it has something to do with the astrology or what's going on right now. Maybe it's your birthday. For some of you, it's your birthday. That's what I'm hearing. 7/20. Being asked to look at the date and to recognize how close we are to the Lionsgate portal, okay? And in the Lionsgate portal, I see the lion, and Jesus always shows up as the lion to me. He's also pointing out Sacred Heart and the Holy Fire. If you don't know me, I do a Holy Fire Reiki. I teach Holy Fire Reiki classes, and I have a master class that's coming up in September, and I have a level 1 class coming up that I don't have scheduled yet. If you're interested in connecting with the Holy Fire and tuning into a higher power, if you've been interested in Reiki for a long time, I have a level 1 class coming up that if you're interested in that, let me know. Comment in the comment box below or email me or whatever. And let me know, because it feels to me like we're generating the energy of that class. It hasn't been scheduled yet, but it's like you guys are making your way into the field in order to come together into the space of like, this date works for all of you guys, if that makes sense. So let me know so that we can get it scheduled. It feels to me like it's sometime in August, okay? All right, so this card that's up here on my shelf just stood out to me. I can find peace in every breath. And on the back it says miracles now. I can find peace in every breath. And there's a miracle on your breath. That's what I just heard. There's a miracle on your breath. So for some of you, it may be breath work. It may be that you just need to breathe right now. You're in the middle of a breather. You're taking a breather. You need a breather. You're just coming off of a breather. They're showing me I just had vacation and I'm coming off of having taken a breather, but that it wasn't really a breather, that I was doing a lot of energetic work. I was doing a lot of soul work. I was with my family, and so there's a lot of inner child work that was being done, and old dynamics were activated in order to be shifted and to notice something different about them. So for some of you, you're needing to take a breather right now. For some of you, it's about breath work, exploring breath work. For some of you, you just need to take a breath right now. So let's do that. Let's just do that real quick. Just take a nice deep breath in through your belly. As deep as you can. Hold it for just a second. And then let it out with a sigh. Let's do it one more time. And when you exhale, make sure to relax your shoulders. I have my music on right now too. I get messages through music, and I'm hearing Divine Masculine, so it feels like this is going to be a Divine Masculine message. A message from a Divine Masculine, a message about Divine Masculine. Take it however it resonates for you, but we were talking about Jesus just a minute ago, and Jesus is the ultimate Sacred Masculine to me. It feels like he's bringing forth a message from the Divine Masculine collective. And out of all these things I've done, I think I love you better now. There's Divine Masculine energy that is recognizing, not flaws, but things that they've done in the past that were part of a pattern that they're not proud of. But that they recognize the learning opportunity. They recognize that they've grown since then. They recognize that you've grown since then. Okay, that's what that part was for me, for that song. I had to put on the Ed Sheeran station. I think I love you better now. That's what I heard again. I think I love you better now after everything we've been through, after everything that you've been through. For some of you, you know this person. For some of you, you don't know this person. But after everything that they've been through, they understand and love the idea of you even more. They're crafting you, they're wishing for you because of the growth. They're opening up to another person in a way that they never have before. I think I love you better now. I think I'm able to love you better now. They're able to give love in a way that they weren't before. Protected by angels. You are cherished by the angels. This is Archangel Michael too. You're safe. That's what I'm hearing, is you're safe with this divine masculine energy. For some of you, this is not just about your human counterpart or whoever it is that you picture when I say divine masculine. This is also about the spirit of the divine masculine. Archangel Michael is the protector and I just heard patron saint, but it's not patron saint. It's, the archangel who overlooks twin flames. It's like Archangel Michael just stepped in and said, I'm protecting this connection. This connection is protected. And I just heard, and connected. You are so loved. You have so much help around you. You have earth angels around you too. So this divine masculine, again, his presence just came back in, and he's like, I'm all around you. But also you have help all around you, and you have people who love you all around you. If you didn't see my last video that I posted, I'm not even sure what it's going to be called yet, but it's about believing in love again, or loving yourself again. Again, it's July 20th, so look for today if you resonate with this at all. But it's about establishing and balancing relationship dynamics with a lot of other people and not needing to do it yourself. This protected by angels, you're cherished by the angels. In that song, he was saying, I think I love you better now. Flaws and all, the beautiful messiness of who you are, and just the way that you put yourself out there, the way that you show up is really beautiful. I just love who you are, who you're becoming, who you're aware of, and this cycle that's ending right now is really helping you to understand love in a new way. It's like the beginning of a new love. So for some of you, it's a different person coming in. It's a new person coming in. But also there are people around you that he wants you to notice. And I say he, it could be a she also. Obviously we know that this is a polarity, not a gender. So it could be man or woman, whatever. But he's wanting you to notice all the love that's around you. Okay, no matter what else is going on. He wants you to notice all the love that's around you. And it's like he's sending you messages through these other people too. Because he's so proud of you. That's what I'm hearing. He's so proud of you. Thank you. Stepping into your power. You are strong beyond measure. Everything that you've been through has brought you to this place. And I was talking about that in the other video too, of resilience. And you're starting to come into a cycle where you don't need to have so much hardship in order to know your resilience. It's there. You don't have to struggle anymore. Part of your struggle has been witnessing the love around you. And I just saw love equals money. And if you're noticing that you do not have money, you feel unloved, you feel unvalued, you feel unworthy, like money is the only reflection of that. And your focus on that is meant to bring up a limiting belief about yourself. That if you don't have money, what is your value in this world? but I'm hearing ass backwards. You've got that ass backwards. Your value, love doesn't equal money. Money equals love. So it's almost as if you have to find the love inside of you. You have to find love again. You have to believe in love again. This is definitely connected to that other reading. You have to believe in love again. And believing in love comes from a place of faith and a new understanding, a new feeling from inside of your heart. Love flows through you and to you. But there's been this resistance to being love, to just being it. Love, let's say not love equals money, love equals light. How much light can you take on? How much light can you exude? How much light can you be? I just heard on the song, I Don't Want to Be Alone. Oh God, I'm just seeing like this beacon. You have shut down your beacon. The beacon of you, the frequency of you, your heart song that speaks the music of you, who you are, your signature. It's like I feel like this is shut down. You stopped speaking your frequency. You stopped showing up. You stopped just being. Something has triggered you to shut yourself down. And you've stopped connecting with other people. It's almost like you've been in this hermit mode. And hermit mode is good sometimes, but it was more in protection because you're becoming more and more sensitive. Your energy was becoming more and more sensitive. You have gifts that are opening up. Again, I was talking about this in the other video. You have this clairsentience, this deep, deep, deep feeling. You're a deeply feeling person. But you've been protecting that part of yourself because you were always ridiculed or there was always shame connected to it. And this divine masculine is saying, I love that about you. I love your deeply feeling nature. There has been a time period where you've been mastering that or mastering how much to feel around certain people and how much of their energy you're actually feeling and how much of it is not yours, and mastering how to disconnect from that too. That's been important. Someone like you. But in that process, there is this belief that keeps kicking back in your head that says, not only am I not enough because I'm not like a lot of other people and I'm not successful the way that other people are, but also that you're too much. It's like this really confusing dynamic with yourself. I'm not enough and I'm too much. And it just has to do with not knowing better about how to balance your energy, how to ground yourself, noticing that you're different from other people, and having the tools that you need to master your thoughts, master your energy, sometimes your emotional overwhelm is not too much for other people. It feels too much for you. Like the way that you feel the world, the way that you sense things, the way that you love feels like too much sometimes. We are deeply empathic people. Sometimes it feels like too much because that's our biggest gift, is our ability to love. Your ability to love, your heart is so much stronger than you know. But sometimes our field, that frequency, opens up our field so much and we're not applying the tools that we need to protect that frequency. from absorbing other things or from interacting in other energies that want to take advantage of it or will drain us or whatever it is. So it's okay that that is happening, but we do need to master our energy field without shutting this frequency down, opening ourselves back up to love and expressing and just being that love no matter what. We can be that love by creating boundaries, energetic boundaries, vocal boundaries, human boundaries, and not do it but doing it in a compassionate way. Having compassion for that other person, knowing that you're not going to enable them anymore, that's compassion. Having compassion for yourself, saying, I'm not going to allow that to drain me anymore. I'm still going to be, I love me too much for that. I love me. There's this process that's going on right now that this divine masculine is pointing out that I just see you going through, I can almost see physically you going through the different valves in your heart and clearing out blockages with light. Because it's time for you to sing again. It's time for your frequency to sing again. You're stepping into, this kind of looks like the Hermit card to me again with his lantern that he's got there. But he's not alone. He has these people coming in with him that are following that light, following your example. Again, I'm seeing that beacon on your heart. So this divine masculine is wanting you to speak the frequency of your heart again. Lead the way. Open yourself back up again. Put the frequency out and call your people in. Call him back in. Like, put your light out there so that you can be found. He's trying to find you right now. He's trying to find you, though, the frequency of you. That, to hold me in your arms. I just heard that on the song. Echo, what song is this? Kiss Me by Ed Sheeran. For some of you, it's about believing in love again, believing in light again, believing in the magic, believing in power, believing in connection, believing in relationship, believing in the power of partnership, and shedding the old stories that are being told. Those old stories of relationship are creeping back in and wanting to apply themselves to this, the energy of this coming in. And this divine masculine is wanting you to put yourself out there again. Just keep showing up. Just keep showing up. Keep showing up. Keep showing up. Abundance is pouring into your life. It's going to be reflected in money too, but daily happiness, finding happiness. He wants you to find your happy every single day. What makes your heart sing? Some of you don't know what makes your heart sing. Some of you don't know what your dreams are, or he wants you to start dreaming again. Envisioning. Start crafting the future and not allow those old stories to create your life and then reacting to those. Because that old story, when you're looking at it, is not proof of where you are now. It's proof of where you were before. It's just that it took a little while to be reflected back to you in that way, but that's not you anymore. If that feels out of alignment, if that doesn't feel right, if it doesn't feel good or happy or joyful, or it's a lesson that you were needing to learn. And so infusing happiness into that lesson, that proof of that old belief, I'm not worthy, when it's being shown to you, when someone else comes into your field and, you know, maybe literally tells you you're not what we're looking for, or you're not, or there's perceived rejection or whatever it is, you can find joy and peace in the fact that, oh, it's my light shining really bright. They're just, it's not right. It's not right. There's something better coming in that just hasn't been, if I haven't noticed yet. There's something else just beyond that. This is what I'm saying right now, okay? This is the last message. There's someone standing right in front of you that you're focused on. That an old belief that you're not lovable, that you're not worthy. Your brain has filtered everything else out and brought you proof of that old belief. And he or she is standing right in front of you. And it may be someone from the past, maybe someone that you're currently involved with, or it could be that person that you're thinking of right now. What I'm telling you is that the Divine Masculine, the energy that's been speaking throughout this entire reading, is standing just behind that person. Your focus on that person, 2112 on my recording, which is the time that I was born, actually. 2112 is also the number 33, which is the sacred number for Jesus that he always shows up for me. The message from that Divine Masculine is standing just behind this person that you're focused on. So whoever that is, it can either morph, they can either become that, or because you step into what you know you're worthy of, or that person is going to move out of the way and you're going to make room for this person right here. It could be that that's a romantic partner that's standing in your way. It could be your mother, could be your father, could be siblings, it could be a friend, it could be whoever is reflecting to you that old belief. You're not worthy. Whatever. They're reflecting it. It's time to move them out of the way. With your own belief in yourself, the confidence in you. Whatever they're throwing at you, whatever they're projecting at you, whatever they're rejecting you for, comes from a place of insecurity in them. Why are they insecure? Because you're shining fucking bright. Because you're light. Because your frequency is huge. You're strong beyond measure. And makes them feel, they feel lesser. That has to do with them, not you. Okay? So understanding that, bringing your attention to that. Start focusing on the things that reflect that. And be proud of yourself. Be proud of your light. Be proud of the work that you've done. Be proud of all the healing and awareness of you that you've come into. And how beautiful you are. Focus on your heart. Drop down into your heart space. And know that 11:11 on my clock, that when you shine your light, your people are going to find you because they're looking for you right now. You, exactly as you are. You don't need to prove yourself to anyone. This person standing right in front of you has reflected the old belief that you need to prove yourself, or you need to do something differently in order to earn love. That you need to earn love. The person behind them, the Divine Masculine, is telling you, you are love. You are. Look at you. Look at you. What are you listening to, Chris Stapleton? What are you listening to? What belief system are you listening to? What music are you listening to? It's time to start listening to love songs again, because this Divine Masculine, this energy coming in, is the reflection of that love that you have for yourself and the light that you're able to be. And when they come in, that energy is not going to be intimidating. It's not intimidating. It's not insecure. It's not jealous. It's not competitive. This person standing right in front of you, very competitive, is competing with you. That's about them. That's about their insecurity. Don't compete anymore. You don't need to. You don't need to prove yourself. Hey guys, so my recording got cut off just a minute ago, and it actually started recording again, but that recording didn't get It didn't get saved, but it was actively recording because I looked at it and I said, we have to choose from this person that's standing right here to the person that's behind them. This person standing in front of you is a karmic partner or a karmic connection that is meant to show you something. And we need to choose to move that out of the way by standing, on our own, not being competitive, not battling to prove ourselves or to be love or to prove ourselves to them or whatever it is, and choosing this other energy within us that's reflected and moving past the past, healing the past, or removing the past, 11:33 on my clock, and in order to heal the present. And what happened was my recording stopped and I looked at it and it said 111 on it. And I said, 111? It's not supposed to be 111 right now. It's, I had been recording for 20 minutes, 25 minutes, should say, 30 minutes or something on it. It says 111. And it had started again. It was like I shifted timelines. I jumped timelines. And it's bringing that to my attention right now. It's time to cut off the old cycle and this karmic cycle repeating again and step onto a new timeline. Step onto the divine masculine timeline, not the distorted masculine timeline. We are being given the option to choose this new timeline or to repeat this old cycle. And there's someone standing in front of you that is almost trying to get you to repeat this old cycle because of their insecurity. What they were showing me too is it stopped recording because I ran out of disk space on my computer. So I had to go back through my old videos, whatever I have stored here on my computer, and delete them. And I was led to one of them. And I had to start watching it, and they gave me more clues about what's going on. And there was an energy present in my client's space that the cat was indicating to us. And so for some of you, what they showed me is this person that's standing right in front of you is a past life soulmate, karmic mate. It could be romantic. For a lot of you, it is romantic, but it feels or felt more like a business transaction. It is a past life connection. That is one of your deepest lessons. It could be that narcissistic empath dynamic that I was talking about in the other video that I did that you're meant to clear. But that person is reflecting the old you in that other lifetime. So if that's what the dynamic is, and this person has narcissistic energy, or they're always trying to control the situation, or whatever it is, they're reflecting that version of you from this old lifetime. And you may have also been that energy previously in this lifetime too. And so your experience with them, they are holding on to that version of you and saying, I'm protecting myself from who you used to be, or the things that you used to do to me, or whatever. And they can't let go of that version of you. So they keep reflecting that to you and protecting themselves from that version of you, because it has past life ties to it. They're a rider. It's like they're a shadow energy that's connected to you from a past life. It's time for you to recognize that and to choose to be the light now in this lifetime. This other lifetime that I'm talking about, you were a darker energy. You were a darker energy. And it's time to make peace with that. It's time to make peace with that and have learned the lesson from that. You were that darker energy because you were in survival mode for most of the time. That was your program, that you had to be in survival mode so much of the time that it shifted you into a different kind of, it darkened you. It like made your heart cold because you had to protect yourself all the time. It's like they're wanting you to shift. So I looked at my paper that's over here too, and I was studying the North Node and the South Node. And what they're wanting you to do now, this shifting timeline, this divine masculine is telling you, Jesus is telling you, step into the energy of this wise leader. This card came out too. You're a beacon for others. It's time for you to consciously shift timelines and move from the energy of South Node, which you are most comfortable with, the lessons that you have brought in from other lifetimes. use the wisdom and the power of those lessons and of that knowledge, and start to apply it to an area where you're not as comfortable. You're not as comfortable being the light. You're not as comfortable being in the light. You're not as comfortable with intimacy. You're not as comfortable with compassion and love, or whatever. You're not as comfortable in relationship and partnership. You have to consciously start working on your North Node and your purpose in this life, and shift from that old. There's a piece of you that is still tied to that old life. And there's a lesson in it, and there's power in it. There's a gift that is emerging for you right now. And it's part of this beacon. It's part of you being a leader. It's you stepping into your role as a leader. And leading the way by being the energy of this light. By shifting the dynamic of relationships and allowing yourself to partner. You can feel the connection with this person from the old lifetime, and that's what you're resisting. But it's almost time to shift from that survival mode where you have to protect yourself and survive in their energy, and understand the strength that you have and the power of your own light, to shift into a partnership with who they're meant to be in this lifetime too. You can sever the ties from that lesson and command your energy space and declare that you don't need them as that lesson anymore. And it may be that they're still in your life after that, but the narcissistic dynamic, I'm having the worst deja vu right now too, between you and them, or the codependent dynamic that you have with them. For some of you, this is about a codependent connection to your twin flame. And it may not be a narcissistic dynamic, but it is based out of codependency and this need to hold on to that old belief. That needs to be cleared. It's time to choose to step onto a different timeline and to recognize that that old belief is not serving you anymore, that a divine partner may be someone different, that you may not be meant to partner with your twin flame. It may be that your twin flame was just, they were meant to journey with you in order to bring you to a place of power and light within yourself. They were supposed to mirror a lot of those shadow energies for you. That's just for some of you. There is a dynamic that you're meant to shift now within relationship. And so you have to choose to step into the energy of your North Node that is calling to you. This divine masculine is representing that North Node energy. It's like he's that node point that's calling you there. That's where the mission is. That's where the real mission is with this other person or with this other partner or this other reflection. Making peace with receiving what you're worthy of. This other person that's standing in front of you is there to reflect the South Node lessons, your need to be in survival mode. That's what I'm hearing. So we have to choose to step onto this new timeline, the North Node timeline. That's where the mission is. That's where your mission is, and that's what you've been calling to. That's what's calling you right now. It's like your future self is calling you right now. Your future self is calling you and is sending out the beacon and is looking for you all over the place. But that I see all these like node points that are being connected, and it's this 2 years from now self view that's calling to you. That's like this light that lights up, and then there's another one, and then there's all these future selves too. And it's like lightning bugs. I see lightning bugs almost. Lightning bug lighting up, and they light up in order to find their mate. And it's a similar pattern that lights up that the other person, the other lightning bug reflects. I'm seeing that right now. But it's like that light is lighting up. You're not recognizing that it's your mate because you used to have this old pattern, but now you're just not lighting up at all. You're not lighting it up at all. You're not calling back. You're not responding. this person, this situation, this new timeline is lighting up and is calling to you. It's time for you to answer back. Answer back. It's you that's calling you. It's the you that is in partnership with this other situation, with this other version of you, with this other person, with this business partner, with this group of people. It's calling you. It's time to answer back. You have to light yourself up and answer back. Step into that energy. And it's this node point. You have to light up your node. So if you don't know anything about the nodes, look into them. Your south node, and my north node is in Libra, and you know, what house is it in, and your south node. And I learned a lot of that from MJ over on Soulful Revolution, and I actually would like to take her north node course as well, 11:44 on my clock. But she has a lot of videos, free videos on YouTube too, that go over the south node. And if your south node mine is in Aries, your south node in Aries, what that means for you. And if your south node is in Aries, your north node is in Libra. And so this is kind of what this past life knowledge was for you, and the situation that was for you, and what it is that you're needing to learn in this life now, and stepping into the awareness of those lessons and what's calling to you. Not resisting those lessons, not resisting the pull of that. So maybe you are really resisting the pull of your future. Okay? Follow your bliss. Navigating by the stars. Allow yourself to follow the path of least resistance. But for some of you, I'm hearing alien also. Connecting with your galactic sources. Connecting with your stardom, I hear. So your starseedness. You know, this connection is born of the stars. That's what he's saying right now. Reaching your destination. Your light is shining brightly. There's a lot of activation in this reading to help bring you to that space, to help your light shine. I'm by your side. That's the song that's on right now. Echo, what song is this? Not answering. It's what you do to me. It's what you do to me. So your counterpart, your divine partner, feels the reflection, feels your energy, and is doing the same work. In the mirror of that, he or she is putting out this light, putting out this light, and putting out this light. But because of the resistance on your side to receive it or to answer back, it's draining them. They're being drained. It's like they're putting in the work to connect in with this connection. They're asking that you believe in that light again. Believe in the light. Believe that there is beauty in this connect. Believe in love again. Believe in peace, and allow yourself, let your resistance down a little bit. Let your resistance down. You don't need to protect yourself as much as you think you do. The energy of that is coming from the outside world right now. It's telling you that you need to be in survival mode. Survival mode. The price of everything is going up. It's an agenda. We need to find peace in the storm. And believe in the light again. Believe in this, and believe in the power of connecting with other humans and having relationship with other humans. Not just romantic, friends, business partners. For some of you, this is about a business partner. Calling to your business partner. But you have to step up. You got to step up. You got to step up and shine your beacon. Not just to this other person who's already calling you, but there are other people who are calling you. That energy that you feel inside, that clairsentience that you feel inside, the energies that you're sensing that are so powerful, that are overwhelming for you, it's not just yours. Other people are experiencing these things too. And as a leader, they're calling to you to example to them the tools, or to give them the tools that they need to process these things. You're processing all of that for them. You're not meant to do that. You don't have to process it for them. You process it for you. Separate out, witness that energy, separate out what's not yours, and then share. Show up. It's time to start showing up. It's time to start sharing your knowledge, helping other people with no expectations other than you're a divine being on this planet, on the twin flame journey, and you have a mission. Regardless of what your relationship is with someone else, you have a mission to share your twin flame light with the world around you. And there are people who are calling to you to share that with them, to share your knowledge with them, to share your light with them. And you're holding yourself back because of this thing, this person, this energy, this existence, this belief system about yourself, this shadow energy from a past life. It is connected to you, and it is bringing in other energies that are attaching themselves to you. You need to recognize that and clear those out, and come back into your confident, your vibration. You have some clearing that you need to. You have some energetic clearing that you need to do in your space, in your home, in your work, in your bedroom. I'm seeing there's some of you that have attachments. You have energies that are attached to your bedroom, maybe from the people that lived there before you. It could be from past life, whatever. But there are people that are calling to you, and it's time to be the leader for that. Okay? All right, I think that's all that I'm getting. This divine masculine is really, so the energy of this is meant to enact and activate the divine masculine inside of you. So that one that creates action, that confident, that grounded, that knowing, that I'm just hearing like intellect, not that divine masculine or divine feminine doesn't have intellect, but the logical aspect of you makes so much sense. Oh yeah, that makes so much sense. My feelings have been taking me over, and I've been experiencing such deep feelings that it kind of blocks out a little bit of the logic of witnessing the energy that's there, or the thoughts that are there. You've been immersed in your thoughts because of the feelings and things like that. But this person standing in front of you has kind of kept you in that space of overthinking and overthinking and overthinking and overthinking. They mirror that in you. There is some sort of step that you need to take with whoever this person is, or whatever the situation is standing in front of you. You need to take a step, and you need to declare a new belief about yourself, a new belief. One of the biggest ones is, I'm not enough. I am not lovable. I'm not valuable. I'm not worthy. Okay? So you have to shift that thought. And then do the work around what needs to be done around that. Okay? Let me just listen to the song that's on right now. Echo, turn it up. Echo, turn it down. Echo, turn it down. Echo, what song is this? It's a great big world. Echo, what song is this? I couldn't hear the title. Hold each other. Hold each other. Featuring futuristic something. So it's talking about that future self and blah, blah, blah. You have all these versions of you that are holding you right now to help infuse you with the power of who you are in the future, because that's you right now. Also, I did a reading on Instagram that they're bringing to my attention again today. It was another divine masculine message. Last week or 2 weeks ago or something like that. I don't even remember what it's titled, but it was a reel that was a reading. And it was with the song To Make You Feel My Love by Adele. That song there was a reference to that reading. So if you resonate with this, go over and watch that reading on Instagram. And it's a message from the divine masculine. It's about opening yourself up to that energy now. Okay? All right, I think that was it. I'm going to cut it off here. Of course, the song comes back on and is bringing my attention to it. Just look up the lyrics of this song. There might be additional messages in it for you from your divine masculine, to give you some clues about this next step for you. We're on the verge of a stepping onto the new timeline. Okay? All right, guys. I love you. Talk to you soon.